Hi everyone, my name is Twinkle and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the process, the interview rounds of Malaysian Airlines. Since you all know that Malaysian Airlines is recruiting in India, if you're someone who's not aware, yes, they are. They started about, they came out with a vacancy about a month or so back, and so many of you who've been following me on my Instagram have gone ahead and registered in time and also received invitation to attend that walk-in interview with invite only on the 30th. If you are unaware of this and you want to get updated and notified about different vacancies and you don't want to miss any golden opportunities like this in future, then go ahead and follow me on my Instagram handle. I will leave the link to that in the description box and somewhere here. Start following me because I'm very active and I post everything related to aviation updates, loads of things to prepare for your interview and your communication skills, etc. there every single day. So go and hit the follow button now. Coming to this video, let me tell you, you have all been so eager and putting me a lot of requests on giving you an idea of how the rounds and the process of interview works in Malaysian Airlines. So here we go. Let's not delay it further, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, like and share this video with someone who needs to see this. Let's start the video now. So first thing first, as you all know that the Malaysian Airlines came out with this vacancy a month back and they wanted people to register on the portal, and I have made a video about the same. If you haven't checked that video out, I will also put that in the description box or somewhere here or here, just to give you an idea of what am I talking about. The first round that you go there and you have to face is registration round and document verification. So all the documents that you're supposed to carry, if available, I will put the list here or here somewhere, so you can also get an idea of what am I talking about. You have to carry your documents, and there will be a registration process right there for people who've been invited. There will be document verification, you will be given a registration form, and you will also get a registration number. And let me tell you, you'll have to wait a lot, so I will recommend you to go ahead like really early. Don't be on time. In aviation, it's always late when you're on time. You have to be way before time. So be before time so that you at least get the number and you don't have to wait as much. Also, while you're waiting, before or after, somewhere around that, they will take your height and weight measurement, and they are pretty strict about it. So if you're not in your BMI, if you do not fall in their height criteria category, you might just wanna skip going to the interview because it's going to be a waste. So height and weight measurement, if at all you clear, you will be passed on to waiting area for the next round. If at all you're successful. If you're not successful, then you will be asked to leave. Once you're also successful with your height and weight measurement and your documents are verified, that process is done. While you're waiting in the waiting area, there will be a briefing given by one or two instructors or facilitators about the process and what can you expect basically during the whole day and how the process looks like. So they will also take a consent from you while you were filling the forms. I'm sure you know about, there was a consent form, a grooming check consent form, that you're okay and that you're fine about the process of where they're going to check your scars on your legs, neck, hands, arms, and you give consent that you're comfortable with it. So that consent form, you should be carrying it. Apart from that, they might go ahead and give you another consent form to sign. It just says the same, your grooming check consent form. So this form will be required once you clear the second round. So they do it beforehand. Now let's move on to the round number 2. What happens next? So round number 2 is a group activity or group discussion round. So they will take a group of 6 to 10 candidates. 6 to 8 or 10 candidates will be taken together, and 2 interviewers will be allotted to them, and they will be first asked to do their introduction. So there will be a mini introduction round where you're supposed to introduce yourself, and followed by there will be instructors or the recruiters that will be asking you some basic random questions like, why do you want to join Malaysian Airlines? Why do you want to become a cabin crew? Why should we hire you? Or why would you choose aviation industry? Why would you choose Malaysian Airlines over other airlines? Or what do you know about good customer service and aviation industry in general? These are the most basic questions. They can ask you questions about what is the difference between service and what is the difference between service attitude or customer service. what is the difference between good customer service and customer experience. So basic generic questions to check your knowledge about the role, knowledge about the company, as well as customer service in general. Apart from that, obviously your promptness and your communication skills will also be checked at this time. Apart from non-verbal communication, your body language, grooming, attire is pretty much self-explanatory. On an average, usually at least 2 to 3 candidates are selected out of 6 to 8 candidates. So 50% of elimination is done. That is the average. And then you move on to your next round, which is your grooming check round. So now this grooming check round is taken by an individual or one-on-one basis. So one facilitator to one candidate will be doing your grooming check thoroughly. So they will very thoroughly check your scars, your birthmarks. On the visible areas, they might ask you to remove your jacket, roll up your sleeves, stockings, legs. They will do a thorough check, and which is why they took the consent. They will also check your tattoos. If there are any visible tattoos, you might be asked to leave because they do not prefer visible tattoos. However, if they are not visible, you might be considered. It really depends on their policies and what they want, but visible tattoos are a big no. Scars, it also depends on what kind of scars you have, what is the appearance and where is the location. They are pretty strict about scars also, but never say never. Do go ahead and attend the interview. Once you're done with this grooming check, quickly you proceed to the next round, which is a group activity round. Now in this group activity round, there is a scenario based situation given to you as a group to discuss and come up to a conclusion. So questions like, what will you do if a woman wants to breastfeed their child on board? What would you do if a woman does not want to sit with 2 males on both the sides? What will you do if the woman does not want to sit with a man next to her? Or what will you do if you spill wine on a customer? So there will be a situation given to you, and you all as a group have to discuss the scenario and come up to a conclusion, also summarizing and briefing the points of discussion. So it's just another way to check your group dynamics. How do you behave in a group? How do you gracefully give your input, and how you make the other person feel are the 3 main points of focus here, apart from the other points that you're supposed to highlight in a group activity. You might also be asked some random questions like, why do you want to become a cabin crew, and why do you choose Malaysian Airlines? What are your long-term goals? These basic set of questions that are basic everywhere, that are commonly asked in all the interviews, might also be asked by the recruiters at this given point in time, individually, one-on-one, once your activity is over. This is pretty much the last round where most elimination will happen. If you clear this round, then all the successful candidates will be called for a medical checkup. So once there will be only for selected candidates, they will be giving you an appointment for a medical checkup. And what exactly happens in a medical checkup is there will be a full body checkup, there will be a blood test, there will be a blood pressure test, also urine. There will be a hearing as well as vision test and x-ray. These are basic set of tests that will be conducted on you by a facility. The information and details about that will be briefed to you then and there. Also, there will be a discussion about the bond and agreement and what can you expect once you join the training period. A quick presentation and a quick follow-up about everything that you can expect will be explained then and there. So be careful while you're listening, and if you have any questions, make sure that you address them and ask them and seek clarity on them then and there. Apart from the general checkup that the medical team would do, you can also be expected to have some questions asked by the doctor about your health or your general habits, and they will be checking your ear as well as your mouth hygiene too. So if you're worried about any of those things, do address them and get them rectified. And that's pretty much about it. Easy, straightforward, about 5 to 6 stages in this quick recruitment process. It's a one-day process, and you usually hear about the medical appointment within a week or so. That has been the standard so far. There might be a few changes because of the change of location, but the standard is pretty much the same. And that's about it. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you do, then please let me know in the comment section below. If you have any other questions, suggestions or comments or any queries, you know the drill. Put them down in the comment section below and I will take it from there. I will see you in my next one. Till then, take care and bye bye.